In a small town nestled between rolling hills, lived a girl named Mia. She was known for her laughter, which could brighten even the gloomiest days. But lately, her laughter had faded. The reason for her sadness was simple. Her best friend, Lucas, had moved away to another city. Ever since he left, Mia felt a growing distance between them, as if an invisible wall had been built. Mia sat on her favorite swing at the park, the chains creaking softly as she swayed back and forth. The park had been their special place, where they spent countless afternoons talking about dreams, fears, and everything in between. Now, the swing felt empty without Lucas beside her. She missed their long talks and the way they could finish each other's sentences. Days turned into weeks, and the silence between them grew heavier. Mia often found herself staring at her phone, hoping for a message from Lucas. But the messages were few and far between. Lucas was busy with his new life, making new friends and exploring a new city. Mia understood that he needed to adapt, but it didn't make the loneliness any easier to bear. One afternoon, as the sun began to set, Mia felt a wave of sadness wash over her. She picked up her phone and stared at Lucas's last message, a cheerful photo of him at a new cafe, smiling with his new friends. She felt a pang in her heart. It wasn't that she didn't want him to be happy. She just wished he could share those moments with her too. Mia took a deep breath and decided she couldn't wait any longer. She needed to reach out. But what would she say? Would it seem desperate if she told him how much she missed him? She wanted to reconnect, but her thoughts were tangled in doubt and fear. After a long moment, she started typing. "Hey, Lucas. I hope you're doing well. I miss our talks and hanging out. Let's catch up soon." She hesitated, her finger hovering over the send button. What if he didn't feel the same way? What if he had forgotten about her? But then Mia thought of all the moments they had shared and how much they meant to her. Gathering her courage, she pressed send and watched the screen. Heart racing. Minutes felt like hours as she waited for a response. Just when she started to lose hope, her phone buzzed. It was Lucas. "Hey, Mia. I miss you too. I've been so busy, but I'd love to catch up. How about a call this weekend?" Mia's heart lifted. A smile spread across her face as she read his message. They were still connected, even if it felt distant. She quickly replied, agreeing to the call. As the weekend approached, Mia felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. She wanted to share everything, the little things that had happened in her life, the new books she was reading, and how she had tried to bake cookies but ended up with a burnt mess. She wanted Lucas to know she was still here, still the same Mia he had known. When the day finally arrived, Mia found herself pacing in her room, rehearsing what to say. The moment she heard Lucas's familiar voice on the other end, all her worries washed away. They talked for hours, laughter replacing the silence that had grown between them. Lucas shared stories about his new friends and adventures, and Mia told him about her life, her dreams, and how she was trying to stay optimistic despite the distance. "I thought I'd lose you as a friend," Mia admitted shyly. "It felt like you were drifting away." "Never," Lucas replied quickly. "You're too important to me. I just got caught up in everything new. But I'm here now, and I want to stay connected." Mia felt warmth spread through her. Hearing him say those words made her realize that true friendship could withstand any distance. They promised to call each other more often and even planned a visit. The thought of seeing him again filled Mia with hope. After the call, Mia sat quietly, reflecting on their conversation. She felt lighter, as if a heavy weight had been lifted off her shoulders. She understood that while distance could create challenges, it didn't have to end their friendship. They just needed to make an effort to reach out and share their lives, no matter how far apart they were. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over her room, Mia smiled. She picked up her notebook and began to write down her thoughts. What had once felt like a storm of loneliness was now a clear sky of hope. She felt grateful for the connection she had with Lucas, and knew that they could overcome any distance with love and determination. With renewed energy, Mia decided to plan a surprise for Lucas's upcoming visit. She would show him all their favorite spots in the town, and they would create new memories together. The distance might have tested their bond, but it had also strengthened it. They were both willing to choose each other, to stand together, no matter the challenges ahead. As she wrote, she thought of the title that had inspired her journey. Human, are you truly choosing to stand with me? The alien princess can't hold back feelings anymore. It reminded her that love and friendship could conquer any distance, just like an alien princess and a human standing together against the universe. Mia felt a sense of peace wash over her. She had chosen to reach out, to reconnect, and she knew that Lucas would always choose to stand with her too. With that thought in her heart, she closed her notebook, ready to face whatever came next, knowing she would never be alone. After her heartfelt conversation with Lucas, Mia felt lighter, but still a twinge of sadness lingered. The call had been a reminder that while they were separated by distance, their friendship was still strong. She wanted to do more than just talk. She wanted to feel connected in a way that transcended the miles between them. Mia spent the next few days thinking about their upcoming visit. She wanted it to be special, a way to show Lucas that even though he had moved away, he was still a vital part of her life. She imagined all the things they could do together, going to their favorite cafe, visiting the park, and even taking a long walk along the river where they used to share secrets. But as the day of his arrival drew closer, Mia felt a knot of anxiety form in her stomach. What if Lucas had changed too much? What if he felt different now, and their bond was not what it used to be? She pushed those thoughts aside, reminding herself that they had promised stay connected. On the morning of Lucas's visit, Mia woke up early, excitement bubbling inside her. She decided to bake cookies, just like they used to do together. The smell of chocolate chip cookies filled her small kitchen, bringing back memories of laughter and flower fights. As she pulled the cookies from the oven, she imagined Lucas's smile when he tasted them. After arranging the cookies on a plate, Mia took a moment to gather her thoughts. She wanted to tell Lucas how much he meant to her, how his friendship had always been a source of strength. But how could she express that without sounding too sentimental? She decided to just be herself and let the moment unfold naturally. When the doorbell rang, Mia's heart raced. She opened the door to find Lucas standing there, a bright smile on his face. He looked a little different. His hair was slightly longer, and he wore a new jacket, but his eyes sparkled just as they always had. "Mia!" he exclaimed, pulling her into a warm hug. It felt familiar and comforting, as if no time had passed at all. "Hi, Lucas. I missed you," she said, stepping back to take a good look at him. "Come in. I made cookies." As they settled into the living room, Mia offered him a cookie. Lucas took a bite, and his eyes lit up. "These are amazing. Just like old times," he said, his smile infectious. They spent the next hour reminiscing about their favorite memories together, laughing at the silly things they had done. Mia felt the distance between them shrinking, replaced by the warmth of shared experiences. It was as if they had never been apart. "Do you remember that time we got lost on our way to the concert?" Lucas asked, chuckling. "We ended up at that tiny diner instead." Mia laughed, recalling how they had made the best of their detour. "And we found that amazing milkshake place. I still dream about those milkshakes." "Me too," Lucas replied with a grin. "We should go back there someday." As they talked, Mia felt a surge of hope. Their friendship was not just a memory. It was alive and vibrant. But deep down, she still felt a flicker of uncertainty. Would they be able to maintain this connection now that he had a new life, new friends, and a new city to explore? After a while, Mia decided to broach the topic that weighed on her mind. Lucas, I know things have changed since you moved. I want to make sure we stay close. It's hard for me, you know. Lucas looked thoughtful for a moment. I feel the same way, Mia. I miss our talks and all the fun we had. But I've realized that distance doesn't have to mean the end of our friendship. We can still be there for each other. His words brought her comfort. You're right. I guess I just worry that you'll forget about me. Never, Lucas said firmly. You're too important to me. We just have to make an effort. I want to be the friend you can always count on, no matter where we are. Mia felt a wave of relief. Their friendship was a two-way street, and both of them were willing to put in the work. She smiled, feeling the bond between them grow stronger. Maybe we can set a schedule for calls or video chats, she suggested, and I can come visit you too. Absolutely, Lucas agreed enthusiastically. I'd love to show you around my new place. It would be fun to explore together. With each idea they shared, Mia felt her heart swell with hope. They were planning a future together, even if it meant navigating the challenges of distance. It was a new type of adventure, one that would require commitment and creativity. As the afternoon sun streamed through the window, casting a warm glow. After Lucas's visit, Mia felt a renewed sense of hope. Their friendship was stronger than ever, and they had made a plan to stay connected. However, as the weeks passed, Mia noticed that Lucas's replies to her messages were becoming less frequent. She tried not to worry, reminding herself that he was busy adjusting to his new life. But a sense of unease crept into her heart. One evening, Mia sat in her room, scrolling through their old messages. She smiled at the silly photos they had shared and the inside jokes that made them laugh. But as she looked at the screen, a feeling of sadness washed over her. She missed Lucas more than ever. It was as if a shadow had fallen over her happiness, and she felt a growing distance again, despite their promises. Determined not to let her worries consume her, Mia decided to reach out. She sent Lucas a message. Hey, just checking in. I hope everything is going well. Miss you. After hitting send, she anxiously waited for a reply. Minutes turned into hours, and just as she began to lose hope, her phone buzzed. It was Lucas, but the message felt different this time. Hey, Mia. Things are a bit crazy here. I'll explain later. Mia's heart sank. The shortness of his message made her worry. Is everything okay? She typed back, her fingers trembling slightly. I'll call you tomorrow, he replied. That night, Mia tossed and turned in her bed, unable to shake the feeling that something was wrong. She lay awake, imagining all the possible reasons for Lucas's sudden change. Was he overwhelmed by his new school? Had he made new friends and forgotten about her? The doubts swirled in her mind like a storm knot the next day. Mia waited anxiously for the call. When her phone rang, she took a deep breath and answered. Lucas! Hey, Mia, he said, but his voice sounded strained. I'm sorry for not getting back to you sooner. Things have been complicated. What's going on? Mia asked, her heart racing. You can tell me. Lucas sighed, and Mia could hear the weight of worry in his voice. There's been some trouble at school. A group of kids has been bullying my friend, and I've been trying to help him. It's been really draining. Mia felt a surge of empathy. I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you okay? I'm trying to be, Lucas replied. But it's tough. I feel like I'm stuck between wanting to help and not knowing how. Mia's heart ached for him. She could hear the frustration and sadness in his voice. You're doing the right thing by standing up for your friend. That takes a lot of courage. Thanks, Mia, but sometimes I feel like I'm fighting a battle alone. It's hard being away from home and not having you here to talk to. He admitted that Mia felt a pang of sadness. She wanted to be there for him, to support him in any way she could. I wish I could help you. You're not alone in this. I'm here for you, even if it's from a distance. I know, Lucas said, but it's not the same. I miss our talks and just hanging out. I feel like I'm losing touch with everything that mattered back home. Mia understood that feeling all too well. She felt distant from him too, even though they had made promises to stay connected. Maybe we can come up with a plan to help you feel less alone? We could do video calls more often, or even play games together online. I'd like that, Lucas replied, sounding hopeful. I just don't want to be a burden. I don't want to drag you down with my problems. You're not a burden. Lucas, you're my friend, and friends support each other, Mia insisted. We can face this together, even if it's not easy. As they talked, Mia felt a spark of determination. She wanted to show Lucas that he didn't have to fight his battles alone. She recalled the stories they had shared about heroes standing up for what was right, and she felt inspired to act. Let's create a plan, Mia said, her voice steady. You can tell me everything that's happening, and I'll help you. Brainstorm ways to support your friend. You're not just a bystander. You're a hero in this situation. I like the sound of that, Lucas said, a hint of his usual enthusiasm returning. Maybe I can organize a group to stand up against the bullying. I've been thinking about it, but I wasn't sure how to start. That's a great idea. You have the strength to do it, Mia encouraged. I believe in you. As they discussed strategies, Mia felt a warmth in her heart. They were allies in this fight, even from a distance. She realized that by supporting Lucas, she was also strengthening their friendship. They were both choosing to stand together, just like the alien princess and her human friend in the stories they loved. After their call, Mia felt a sense of purpose. She immediately started researching anti-bullying resources and ways to support friends in tough situations. She wanted to share this information with Lucas, to show him that he wasn't alone in his fight. Over the next few days, they continued to connect regularly. Mia sent Lucas articles and resources, and they brainstormed ideas for how he could approach the situation at school. Each conversation brought them closer and reminded Mia of the strength of their bond. One evening, while they were video chatting, Lucas looked more relaxed. He shared that he had spoken to a few classmates about organizing a meeting to address the bullying. Thanks for pushing me to take action, he said, a smile breaking through his earlier worries. I feel like I'm doing something instead of just standing by. Mia beamed at him. You're making a difference, Lucas. You're a hero, just like we always talked about. Yeah, but I couldn't have done it without your support, he replied sincerely. You always know how to lift me up. As the days turned into weeks, Lucas began to see changes at school. With Mia's encouragement, he felt empowered to stand up for what was right. He organized meetings, and more students joined him in his fight against bullying. Mia was proud of him and felt grateful that they could support each other through tough times. Their friendship flourished, and Mia realized that distance didn't have to weaken their bond. Instead, it had given them a chance to grow stronger together. They were both choosing to stand with each other, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As Mia lay in bed one night, she thought about how far they had come. She felt a sense of hope and excitement for the future. Their friendship was a beacon of light, guiding them through the darkness. Just like the alien princess and her human friend in her favorite story. Mia and Lucas were ready to face the universe together. They were two friends, united by love and determination, proving that even the greatest distances could not break their bond. Asterisk. As the leaves began to change colors and fall, filled the air with its crispness, Mia felt her connection with Lucas deepening. Their regular calls and messages had become a comforting part of her routine. Yet, even with their newfound strength, Mia couldn't shake the feeling of distance that still lingered. She wanted to share more than just their struggles. She wanted to open her heart and let Lucas know how much he meant to her. One evening, while sitting in her favorite spot in the park, Mia watched the sunset paint the sky in shades of orange and pink. She thought about the moments they had shared, the laughter, the secrets, and the dreams they had for the future. But there was something else she wanted to express. She wanted Lucas to know that he was not just a friend. He was a vital part of her life. With her heart racing, Mia decided it was time to be honest. She took a deep breath and sent Lucas a message. "Hey, can we talk later? I have something important to share." A few minutes later, her phone buzzed. "Of course. I'm all ears. I'll call you tonight." As evening approached, Mia felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. She paced her room, rehearsing what she wanted to say. How could she find the right words to convey her feelings? Would she be able to express the depth of her emotions without sounding too dramatic? When Lucas called, Mia answered with a shaky breath. "Hey, Lucas. Hey, Mia. How's it going?" His voice was warm and familiar, instantly putting her at ease. "It's good. I was just thinking about everything we've been through lately." She began, her heart pounding. "You've been so brave standing up for your friend against the bullying. I'm really proud of you. Thanks." "I couldn't have done it without your support," he replied. "You've helped me more than you know." Mia smiled but felt the weight of what she wanted to say pressing on her. "There's something else I need to talk about. It's been on my mind for a while." "Sure, what's up?" Lucas asked, his voice encouraging. Taking a deep breath, Mia said, "I miss you. I miss the way we used to hang out all the time. I feel like there's so much I want to share with you, and sometimes it feels hard to do it over a screen." Lucas was silent for a moment. "I miss you too, Mia. It's not the same without you here. I wish I could just come over and talk like we used to." "I wish that too," Mia admitted. "But I've realized that I want you to know how much you mean to me, even from a distance. You're more than just a friend. You're like family." "Wow. That means a lot to me," Lucas replied softly. "I feel the same way. You've always been there for me, and I don't want to lose that." Mia felt a surge of courage as she continued. "I know things have changed since you moved, but I want us to keep growing together. I don't want distance to make us forget how important we are to each other." "I promise it won't," Lucas said firmly. "We're in this together, no matter what. I want to be your friend for life." Hearing his words filled Mia with warmth. They were both choosing to stand with each other, just like the characters in the stories they loved. She felt a new sense of hope blossoming in her heart as they talked more about their dreams and future plans. As the weeks passed, Mia's excitement about her upcoming visit with Lucas grew. They had been planning everything for the weekend, and the anticipation helped bridge the distance that had once felt so heavy. She counted down the days, imagining all the fun they would have together, exploring the city, trying new foods, and catching up on everything they had missed in each other's lives. However, as the day drew closer, Mia's excitement was tinged with a bit of anxiety. What if things felt different when they were together again? What if the distance had changed their friendship in ways they couldn't understand? She pushed those thoughts aside, reminding herself how strong their bond had become, especially after their heart-to-heart conversations. Finally, the day arrived. Mia woke up early, her heart racing with anticipation. After getting ready, she packed a small bag, making sure to include the letter she had sent Lucas. It felt like a symbol of their connection, a reminder of their journey together. When Mia arrived at the bus station, her excitement mixed with nerves. She scanned the crowd, searching for Lucas. Just as she began to feel uncertain, she spotted him in the distance. Lucas stood there, waving enthusiastically, his smile lighting up the dreary morning. "Lucas!" Mia shouted, rushing toward him. They hugged tightly, and in that moment, all her worries melted away. It felt like no time had passed at all. "I missed you so much," she exclaimed, stepping back to take in his familiar face. "Same here. I can't believe we're finally together." "Again," Lucas replied, his eyes sparkling with joy. As they walked through the city, the world around them felt vibrant and alive. Mia pointed out places she wanted to show him, and Lucas shared stories about his new life. They laughed and joked, just like old times. But beneath the surface, Mia felt an unspoken tension. She wanted to share her deeper feelings, but she wasn't sure how to start. After a fun-filled day exploring the city, they decided to grab dinner at a cozy cafe. As they sat across from each other, Mia's heart raced. This was the moment to express what was on her mind. She took a deep breath, gathering her courage. "Lucas, I've been thinking a lot about us," she began, her voice steady but soft. "I know things have changed since you moved, but I want you to know how much our friendship means to me." Lucas looked at her, his expression serious. "I feel the same way, Mia. It's hard being apart, but I'm glad we kept in touch. You've always been my rock." Mia felt a surge of emotions. "I just don't want to lose what we have. I want us to keep growing together, no matter the distance." Lucas nodded, his eyes sincere. "I don't want that either. But I've also been feeling like I'm losing touch with everything back home. Some days, it's really hard." Mia reached across the table, taking his hand. "You're not alone in this. We're in this together, remember? We can choose to support each other through everything." Lucas squeezed her hand, and Mia felt a warmth spread through her. "You're right. I've been so focused on my new life that I forgot how important our friendship is. I want to make an effort to stay connected." Mia smiled, feeling a sense of relief wash over her. "Let's make a pact. No matter what happens, we'll always choose to stand by each other. We'll figure things out together." "I agree," Lucas said, his voice filled with determination. "We'll make time for each other, no matter how busy life gets." As they finished their meal, Mia felt a renewed sense of hope. They both understood that friendships take effort, and they were willing to put in that work. It was a choice they were making together. After dinner, they strolled through the city, enjoying the cool night air. The streets were illuminated by colorful lights, and laughter filled the air. It felt magical, and Mia cherished every moment. She wanted to freeze time, to hold on to this feeling of connection and joy. Eventually, they found themselves at a park, where they used to spend hours talking and dreaming. They sat on a bench, and Mia gazed up at the stars twinkling above. "Remember when we used to talk about our dreams under the stars?" she asked, her voice soft. "Of course," Lucas replied. "Looking up, too. We had so many plans for the future." "What do you want to do now?" Mia asked, curious about his dreams. Lucas paused, considering his response. "I want to make a difference, you know. Standing up for my friend at school showed me that I can be a part of something bigger. I want to help others, just like you've helped me." Mia felt inspired by his words. "You are making a difference, Lucas. You've shown so much courage. It takes a lot of strength to stand up for what's right." "Thanks, Mia. Your support means everything to me," he said, turning to face her fully. "What about you? What are your dreams?" Mia took a deep breath, her heart racing. "I want to write. I want to tell stories that inspire people, just like ours. I want to show that distance doesn't have to break connections." Lucas smiled, his eyes bright with encouragement. "You should definitely do that. Your stories can help others feel less alone." Feeling emboldened, Mia continued, "And I want to explore the world with you. I want us to travel, to share experiences, and to keep making memories together." Lucas grinned. "I'd love that. We can be adventurers, exploring new places and creating our own stories. In that moment, Mia felt a wave of hope wash over her. They were both choosing to embrace their dreams and to support each other along the way. Their bond was evolving, growing stronger with each passing day. As the evening came to a close, they walked back to Mia's bus station, hand in hand. The air was filled with laughter and the promise of new adventures. Mia felt grateful for their time together and the choice they had made to stand by each other. At the bus station, they shared one last hug, lingering in the warmth of their friendship. "I can't wait to see you again," Lucas said, his voice sincere. "Me too. Let's keep planning our next adventure," Mia replied, feeling a mixture of excitement and sadness as she stepped onto the bus stop. As the bus pulled away, Mia looked out the window, watching Lucas wave goodbye. She felt a sense of peace. Their friendship was no longer defined by distance. It was a powerful connection, built on love, support, and hope. Just like the alien princess and her human friend, Mia and Lucas were ready to face whatever came their way. They were two friends, united in their choices, proving that no matter the challenges, they would always choose to stand together. After Mia's visit with Lucas, she returned home filled with hope and excitement. They had shared so many laughs, memories, and dreams for the future. But as the days passed, Mia found herself struggling with the distance again. Though they had promised to stay connected, life began to pull them in different directions. Mia immersed herself in schoolwork and extracurricular activities, trying to stay busy. She wanted to focus on her writing, but every time she sat down at her desk, her thoughts drifted to Lucas. She missed him more than she realized. Their late-night calls had become less frequent, and while they still texted, it felt different. She longed for the deep conversations they used to have. One evening, as she sat at her desk, Mia received a message from Lucas. "Hey, how's everything going?" it read. She felt a spark of joy at hearing from him. "Hi, it's going well, just busy with school. How about you?" She replied, her fingers moving quickly over the screen. "Same here. I miss our talks. Can we schedule a call this weekend?" Lucas wrote back. Mia's heart raced. "Absolutely. I can't wait to catch up." As the weekend approached, Mia thought about what she wanted to share with Lucas. She wanted to rekindle their connection, to remind him that they were still strong despite the distance. She began jotting down her thoughts and feelings, hoping to be honest and open during their call. When the weekend finally arrived, Mia felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She settled into her room, surrounded by the cozy blanket and a cup of tea. When her phone rang, she quickly answered. "Lucas!" "Hey, Mia. It's so good to hear your voice," he said, his tone warm and familiar. "You too." "I've missed this," she replied, feeling a sense of comfort wash over her. As they talked about their week, Mia felt the distance begin to fade. They shared stories about school, friends, and life in general. But as the conversation flowed, Mia felt the urge to dive deeper. "Lucas, I've been thinking a lot about us," she began carefully. "I know we both have busy lives, but I want to make sure we keep our friendship strong. It means so much to me." "I feel the same way," Lucas replied, his voice sincere. "Sometimes I worry that we're drifting apart. I don't want that to happen." Mia felt relieved. Me neither. "I want us to keep sharing our dreams and thoughts, just like we did before." "I agree," Lucas said. "I've been feeling overwhelmed lately. It's tough trying to balance everything, and sometimes I feel like I'm losing touch with the things that really matter." Mia nodded, even though he couldn't see her. "I understand. It can be hard to keep everything together, especially when you're in a new environment. But I want you to know that I'm here for you, no matter what." "Thanks, Mia. That means a lot to me. I've been trying to stand strong for my friends at school, But it can be exhausting, Lucas admitted. That's what makes you a hero. Lucas, Mia said, her voice filled with admiration. Standing up for your friends takes a lot of courage. You're making a difference in their lives. Sometimes I feel like I'm all alone in this fight, Lucas confessed. I wish you were here to help me. Mia's heart ached for him. You're not alone. Even if we're far apart, I'll always support you. We can face